An ATF agent was shot and is now paralyzed.
An 18-year-old accused of an ATF agent paralyzing him. This ain't gonna be funny at all.
No, this is terrible.
No,
this is an awful story, son.
Yeah, this is rather serious. Let's check this out, y'all.
The moments before a shooting at a Riverview bowling alley, an ATF agent was shot and is now paralyzed. This is 10 Tampa Bay at 6. Thanks for being with us. I'm Courtney Robinson.
And I'm Dave Wagner. That shooting happened last Friday at the alley at South Shore on Big Bend Road. But just a few hours ago, the agent's wife testified in court as they...
Am I about to witness a shooting? Because we can't show that, dude.
No, I don't think so.
What do you mean you don't think so? Did you watch these videos first?
Yeah, this, and there ain't no violence in it.
Oh, man, algorithm down.
publicly released the video for the first time. And 10 Tampa Bay anchor Frank Wiley breaks down what happened and what's next for the accused shooter.
They're going to tell what happened, though.
Were you with your family the whole night there?
Yes.
His wife.
The fattest shit.
What were you guys doing?
Bowling, letting the kids play arcade. Just having a family night.
A family night outside the bowling alley turned violent when she says a group ambushed them.
When we leave the front door, we come out and these two guys and the other female that has on the pink sweater are trying to fight immediately. And it was automatically...
What was the beef over?
I don't know, lane, some french fries, wings.
Words.
Yeah, something. You grab my ball. Well,
something silly.
No Diddy.
Right. People, them trying to start a fight, and then my husband was trying to de-escalate it right from the start. It's like we walked into an ambush.
She says they didn't appear to target anyone specifically, but they were looking for trouble.
Damn it,
son. So is that not the typical suspect? And I hate to talk bad about this young brother. Even if he did, we don't know if he did it or not. Okay, you are innocent until presumed guilty. Okay, proven. Pardon me. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, presumed innocent.
Right. So with that being said, he fits the typical prototype of a knucklehead ass young kid.
Yeah, it's
had like a mop,
sad
tattoos, just with pistol. If he wouldn't have shot him, he would have shot somebody else, man.
Yeah.
That's real talk. But he shot an ATF agent. He get ready to get washed up.
Oh yeah, he getting.
Yeah, they go.
He getting the bonus.
Yeah, they go.
Yeah, you're gonna be a street legend, that's for sure.
They gonna tear the fur off.
They gonna talk about you at least for a little while.
Trouble. As she rushed to get their kids to safety, her husband, Special Agent Matthew Murray, and several others tried to intervene.
I had mentioned that he was law enforcement. We have kids. They told us multiple times, excuse my language, we don't give a about your kids.
Moments later, and
what? I don't know, man. I'm almost speechless, man, in a situation like. What can you do? How can you reason with a person like that, son?
It's the culture, yo. The culture. We're promoting this. This sort of an attitude, this point of view is what's considered black culture right now.
It's terrible.
I mean, it's good to see. What I have noticed is that there is a certain sect of black youth that's nothing like that.
Fair enough. That is true.
It's a nice amount.
It's not all.
It's a nice amount of them. They don't even sound like that. They want some other stuff. They doing content and things of that nature. They finding other ways to get money.
Yes.
They're smarter than their parents and they're moving even faster.
Yes.
But then on the flip side,
you have a couple of these.
Yeah, a nice amount of these.
That's all it takes.
And a culture and an overall culture that accepts this. That's the thing that, let's say he got away with this, right? And he went back to the hood. Would anybody ostracize him? No. He'd be celebrated.
Yeah. Yo, he shot somebody over at the bowling alley. Him or let me tell you, the young ladies in some cases are worse than the young men.
A lot of times. Yeah. Let's say he beats this on a technicality.
Okay.
He'd come home a hero.
I don't see how. But you
because
the hood.
Our culture celebrates that. He'll get a new nickname.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't even know if you can say it on there, but
don't.
Ice-T song.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
One of those, right.
So
it's awful, man. I mean, something has to change at some point. Something's got to change.
Let's finish up the story.
Investigators say 18-year-old Christopher Smith shot him in the neck. The lead detective shared video from a nearby Tesla in which he says shows Smith holding the gun.
During the interview, he did admit to shooting the victim.
Agent Murray underwent surgery, but is now paralyzed.
I spoke with his wife briefly this morning, and he's fighting.
As the investigation continues...
Paralyzed.
For nothing. Over what? An argument? Over whose lane was which?
State Attorney Susie Lopez says they are now looking for the gun used to shoot him.
This 18-year-old chose to use a gun. Guns are never the answer, but now we have a gun that's been used to paralyze. An ATF agent is still somewhere out on the streets.
Meantime,
son, here in Maryland, they have a thing where if you are 25 and under, they basically classify you as your brain is not developed enough to know what you're doing. So so you almost like 25 and under.
That's so nice. That's a nice. I wish that was out back in the day.
right. None of the
might be a different guy.
Right now, but yo, that's what they trying to say now. Like yo, you know, well, he's not a juvenile, 18. He's gonna be charged as an adult. And like I said, they go to the fullest extent of the law.
Yeah, that might be
smash.
Well, I don't know if it makes a Fed charge because he is a federal agent, but
yeah,
it's possible. Who knows? I mean, a body can be a Fed charge regardless, can't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, if they want to bump it up.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it being an agent, that's
on an offer,
but it's not a body. It's not a body. It's not a body. He was but still, that's a serious.
You get as much time as attempt murder as a murder
for sure. Especially when he wanted to do it. They had a conversation.
The man was there with his family and his children.
No problems. With nothing.
It's unclear if other people involved in the fight will face charges, but right now, Smith will remain in jail.
The defendant is facing a 25-year mandatory minimum prison sentence up to life in prison. Of course, he's only 18 years old, and he will stay in custody without bond during the pendency of this case.
Nearly 75 ATF members were in court for today's hearing, and they tell us this case is top priority, and they are focusing on taking care of Murray and his family's immediate needs during this tough time.
And let me tell you something, too. When you go down for hurting them police,
yes,
you got a serious enemy.
Yeah, with them people, corrections and all that.
Yeah,
across the board.
You got a serious, and you're gonna have a rough bit, rougher than any other beef you could ever have. You do not want no beef with them.
Yeah, this kid, even if he go for parole, let's say he go for parole,
he not gonna make parole. They gonna put stuff in your cell. You gonna have a.
Son, let me ask you a
question. Whoop you out sometimes just for fun. It's Wednesday.
I'm going to pose a question. Sidebar. Let's switch gears.
Don't let them visits stop coming.
Right. Let's say the roles were reversed. Let's say this man, he's out with his family, he's with his kids. They get into an altercation. He pull his gun out and he shoot this kid. What's the case going to be? This going to be another George Floyd case? Oh, he shot a brother. He shot a black man.
You mean if ATF would have pulled quicker?
Quicker and shot and killed.
Well, I mean, not for me. I think right is right and wrong is wrong, regardless of the person. But for a lot of people, yeah,
they would have turned on it. They'd have been like,
"What you supposed to do? Get shot and paralyzed?" I mean, this algorithm is down anyway. I'm gonna have to cut all that stuff out. But yeah. What are we supposed to do?
Crazy, son.
Yeah.
That's the other side of the story, though.
Yeah.
You know how it is. They have a lawsuit and all that against the ATF and the state and everybody else.
They will, no doubt.
My boy he's a good boy, and he
show only his graduation pictures. He don't look like he got no kind of good pictures. He took a good picture. He was 6. They got to give him a little. That don't even look like him. Who is this?
And him mop headed.
Right.
No, that's not cool.
All right, none of this is funny.
No.
I guess it's cool. It's good that the agent did make it. You know, it could have been even worse, and we hope him a speedy recovery, and hopefully,
yes, absolutely,
this is something he could bounce back from. That's kind of crazy. All right, next story.
Oh man, ooh, we're failing as a people.
Boom, doom, doom, boom, doom, 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 boom, 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 boom. How wow. Someone to count on in a world ever changing. Here I am, where you're standing. What you need is a lover, someone to take over. Oh baby, don't look any further. But Dale, bumper T, oh baby, don't look any further.